got a bunch of leftover 2x4s from the fence that I built last month, so I've got enough here for the legs. I'm just going to laminate two pieces together to make one leg. So I'm going to plane it all down and glue it all up. I didn't really think it was necessary to show the panel glue up. I basically ran all the pieces through the planer to 3 inches width each and glued them up. So I got a foot is going to be the width of the top. Alright, this is going to be round 2 of trying to do these breadboards. The first time I tried cutting the kerf with the table saw, flipping it over, cutting another kerf, and I was just going to use the table saw to finish the tenon off, but I found out my table sled is a lot more out of square than I would have liked, so where the kerf ended on here did not match up with the bottom side. It was all out of square, so I just cut the tenon off, and I'm going to try it now with using this using a router. I'm going to use this little base I made a couple videos back for my miniature router table. Just going to clamp a fence and use it to be able to move the router and keep it where I want it to go, and just kind of eat away from both sides until I get the tenon the thickness I want it. So I don't know if it'll work, but I'm going to give it a shot. Alright, so now I'm going to flip it over, do the same thing on the other side, and I'm going to do the other end as well, and just keep adjusting the router until I get the tenon to where it'll fit right in the mortise. So I'm not going to record it all, so just imagine what I'm doing in your mind. Alright, so I got the tenon cut to the thickness, and if I test it, it just goes in just really tightly. But I do need to cut off the ends so that I can, obviously, so that I can fit it into the mortise. But it's obviously a little bit thick. So what I'm going to do is take this block with some sandpaper and just use it to try to smooth things down a little bit. We'll just keep doing that until it fits. Alright, so I think I got this one about good. So all I got to do is repeat the process on the other side. Alright, so I've got both breadboard ends attached, just not secured with glue or dowels. I've got them squeezed together, so what I'm going to do now is drill a hole for a dowel here, here, and here on each side. And then I can go about, I'll widen the dowel holes on the tenon part, just so it'll have room, wood movement. This will be able to move back and forth, and then I'll go ahead and secure the dowels in and get it glued up. I think the problem was when I was chopping this mortise out, I had got too close to the edge and just kind of cracked the wood. So I think that stress crack in that wood just made this split when I was hammering that dowel through. So I'll try to avoid that if I ever do this again. So now we'll just wait for this to dry, flush trim them, and give it a good sanding. Okay, so I've riddled the back of these small leg supports with pocket holes. I'm going to join them here. So I'm going to glue that up and screw it together. And this is going to be on the inside of the bench, so you won't see it from the outside. This clamped to where I want it, so, and I know how far this needs to be from the edge of the bench top, so I'm just gonna put some glue, screw it in, and I'll do that on both sides.